Yo, I'm so excited for Ilia vs. Max. It's dead one of the best matchups the UFC can put on right now. Not really sure when it's supposed to be happening no more though. About a week ago, I think. Streets was saying it was gonna happen at the Sphere. Same card as Sean O'Malley vs. Marab, which I'll touch on later as well. But now it's seeming like the featherweight belt gonna be up for grabs at 307. Either way, I love this fight. You got a fresh, newly minted champ in Ilia Topuria, who is only 27. So, for as good as he already is, he's probably literally only gonna get better. And then you got Max, a young legend in the game, who is absolutely at the peak of his powers. He's steadily improving, and he's as popular as he's ever been. This is great, and fights only excite me this much when I feel as though I can very vividly see paths of victory for both guys. Now to go ahead and just say it, I do lean towards Ilia. I think he is the best boxer in the UFC. Even with that though, he's got real good wrestling, and his base always has been his grappling. Now I don't know how willing I am to just go ahead and say that he is the most well-rounded guy Max has fought quite yet. But regardless, he's real high up on that list. The man though is a certified hands thrower. He is elite, super elite in the pocket. Amazing technique, very powerful, and varies his targets up like no other. Max cannot and should not just be looking to trade with Ilia in the pocket. That's nuts. If Max Holloway is ever going to get knocked out senseless, which I do pray I never see that, Ilia is a very strong candidate to do so. Before as good as Ilia is with his hands, I do believe that it will be imperative that he mixes in some takedowns. Whether successful or not, you just got to make Max mindful of the shot. But I do actually think he could get and potentially hold Max down a couple times. All hope ain't lost for Max though. I absolutely think there's a path to victory. Now, evaluating Max nowadays is really interesting, actually, because to keep it a bean, he's changed a good little bit in the past couple years. He ain't the super duper high volume, high output guy that he once was. He's dialed it back a little bit, shown to be a lot more patient and intentional, and he's sitting down on his punches way more. Obviously, he had more power up at 155, but he has shown more pop in his shots even at featherweight since getting completely schmeckledorfed in that third Volk fight. Anyways, I think to beat Ilia, first and foremost, he can't get pressure backwards. Ilia's got a presence about him that make guys just not want to stand in front of him, so they get to moving. He's great with feinting to also keep you on your toes. Then he's good at cutting off the cage too. And once he has you at that black line or behind it, you're cooked. He's way too accurate and explosive to consistently deal with at that point. After a while, he will catch you. So Max has to keep it in the center as much as he possibly can, or get Ilia moving backwards. And getting Ilia on the back foot is the ideal place Max could potentially get into his boxing bag. Because to be real, it's inevitable he's going to want to box. Overall though, we ain't trying to get too heavy and all that. To beat a boxer, you just don't box. Thankfully, Max has a fantastic kicking game that probably ain't as underrated now as it was before that Gaethje performance, but keep the fight in kicking range. Leg kicks, body kicks, head kicks, which is for sure something to look out for against a shorter man that's already shown a bit of a vulnerability to those. Spinning back kicks in moderation, I guess. I don't really think those should come out too often against somebody like Ilia, but Max has shown great timing with him, so whatever. But the most important kick, all jokes to the side, I'm not playing, the front kick. And teeps, by extension, kinda. It's a lot like when he fought Volk that second time and was whooping him early, because his front kick not only kept Volk at distance and forcefully moved him backwards, but it also put Max in perfect position to enter boxing range as safely as possible. Max nowadays ain't looking to throw 17 punch combinations. He's much more keen on sliding in and out with his 1-2. And that's cool. Great, actually. Against someone like Ilia though, you just gotta be as smart as you can about it. The beating Max Holloway checklist ain't as useful as it used to be now that he's kinda evolved his style, but one thing may still apply. Be short. Ilia is about 5'7", and the past shows that, hey, Max hasn't performed as well against the dwarves. All in all though, I'll take Ilia. Great. Close, I think. Championship bout. Moving to Sean O'Malley vs. Marab. To keep it brief, I used to think that Marab was the doomsday matchup for Sean, and he's still high up on that list, but I think Sean finna handle him, to be real. Marab presents a similar enough challenge as Aljo did, The real difference is Merab's PED-induced cardio and the fact that he will constantly shoot. Thing about Merab is he might even be more hittable than Aljo, maybe. Whether that's in the center or is when he's barreling forward at you. And against the most precise striker in the division, I just can't ignore it. I think Sean gonna catch him quite badly. Now, if by chance he can't, he is cooked, bro. Even though Merab's not submitting anybody, he don't even have like that good of top control either for real. But the assault just won't end. He will keep throwing and shooting and won't slow down. So yeah, it seemed pretty simple to think about to me, but it could definitely end up going either way. At the current moment though, I'm picking Sean. UFC lit. Got some fight nights to be a little more excited about coming up. Pay-per-view still eating. 304 this weekend. 305 is quite nice as well. Obviously got 306 and 307. John Jones claiming he'll be back for the Grandpa Bowl geezer fight and kind of also saying that he want to come back and fight in December. I 100% believe that he lying, but whatever, bro.